And on this episode of Split Screen, we are recapping Until Dawn, another video game adaptation in the horror franchise, where we ask ourselves, doesn't this hotel suck? And would you die just to get out of it? This is Split Screen. Oh, welcome. Yeah. The Welcome Center. Welcome Center.
Low on that one. Yes, it was a welcome.
Yeah, like the town.
Welcome, Sarah.
It was like, oh, come here and you can get like pamphlets about welcome to town and stuff. That's why there were all the missing persons things up.
That was a oddly. I've been to welcome centers. They're okay.
Everything about that was odd. Split Screen.
We watch Split Screen. Who are you?
Tony.
And I'm Don.
And we are recapping Until Dawn.
Split Screen.
Split Screen. We were having no fuss there because I couldn't remember. First, I thought it was a hotel in the back of my head. But then I was like, oh no, it's like a weird welcome center to the area or town or something.
Yeah, I guess. What's the movie about?
Some kids are looking for their friend Clover's sister.
Clover. Clover's looking for her to put it in
John's favorite name, Clover.
Search for her sister.
Make his nickname Clover.
Her sister disappeared a year ago, something like that.
Yeah.
And so her friends decide to go on a road trip so she can have some kind of closure. And they get stuck in a time loop for 13 days where they die every night.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out to be an experiment by a scientist over top of a sunken town mine thing with not zombies or Wendigos and witches, or a witch and a guy in a mask. And
yeah, different entities trying to kill them.
Explanation of what those are. And anyway, they die repeatedly.
Yeah.
And then they figure out over the last day kind of how to escape rather conveniently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole gist of this movie.
It is.
Yeah. So give me 3 things that you loved about it.
This is neutral because I think it's a good or a bad, but I kind of like the cast of kids. Usually in a horror movie, I kind of want them all to go. Like there's something about them I don't like. I'm ready to go.
There's a movie called It's What's Inside. Every single one of them needs to die.
Yeah.
And repeatedly and horrible. But they did not.
No,
they did not. But this one, I'll agree. While they started out lame, as lame as what I expect, they kind of grew on me in a very one-dimensional way.
Yeah. They were the most
likable of
like
likables.
Yeah, because it's like Abe wants to get the hell out of there. I get it, man. The only one I liked the least was Clover herself. The other characters were fine.
Everybody, anytime they refer to her or talk to her, they start out by saying her name, Clover. Now, if you're writing a script, go through and double check whether or not you use a word way too often, because no one says, do I say your name? Tony, what do you want to eat? Tony, let's go to a movie. No. Tony, let's do it. No. Be like, hey, man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I almost wonder if it was because the writing like that or something was in the game, or maybe there was, because the games work as a choose your own adventure. So every interaction, you can choose an action or choose a dialogue. And anyway, going to my next point so we can wrap this up. But no,
I'll be quiet on your second too.
But characters, they were fine. I don't know if I like the characters being likable, 1, and then 2, I just thought it was goofy. It really did give me very video, like, you can say that about any movie and it could be a different genre of media, but this felt super video game. Like even the weird mask guy that was just like grabbing them and like ragdolling him in the walls and just like, this is like, what? Yeah, and I don't even think I remember him in the game. So I don't know, it just felt really goofy. And then the third part, I don't know if I like endings where everyone lives. I feel like that undermines kind of the whole scariness. of it all. It's like, yeah, we watched him die, but at the end of the day, no one was really lost, sort of. So I'm torn on that one. I can see it. I know it was the perfect ending in the game. So to add, and people do like things being nicer now. They like good endings. So it was a good ending. But yeah, that's it for me. What about you?
Well, I'm gonna start with what I didn't like because I do have something I did like. Um, really was it the whole thing is they're stuck in a time loop, and the time loop has a 13-day limit, evidently.
Mhm.
So basically, for 13 days, we get to see them die over and over
Yeah,
in
different ways.
grotesque ways. Whatever, that's fine.
Exploding was
Except
good.
they need to speed things up because they couldn't show all 13 days, but somehow one of the guys magically pulled his phone out so he can film the additional days that they didn't show,
Yeah,
and we could watch it off of his phone. What a lazy, stupid way of speeding through time.
yeah.
I'm grateful that it kept the runtime short because some of these movies really are way too long.
Mhm,
But really, really, that's
mhm.
y- oh wait, I got an image of a worm crawling out of one of the girls' face, and then I got an image of we're being attacked by this creature, and then
Yeah,
yeah, it was lazy. Yeah. Two, Clover. It's not that I didn't like her character. She really did. All these characters are pretty basics. So they have one story. She's looking for a sister.
I'm a
The
psychic.
guy that was her ex who wants to get back with her. The best friend who they all say they're family. The girl who has psychic powers,
Mhm.
and the kind of jock. And that's about their whole. That's all their character. So Clover, though, and I said this earlier, they constantly repeat her name, Clover. They make a point of saying Clover, Clover this, Clover that, Clover. And I'm like, one, Clover is a stupid name for somebody. If your parents gave it to you, you need to disown them. If you had
They
to
never loved
change
you.
it, Clover is a cigarette, not a name for anything. What I did like, there's one scene. And it meant absolutely nothing because it doesn't go anywhere except that, it does come back at the end. They drink some water and they all explode. That was it. I enjoyed that. That was
I
very Evil Dead because you could tell that this movie took things from other movies and like, yeah, let's throw in this and let's throw in that. That's from this movie and that's from that movie. Yeah, we'll just toss it all in there and do it.
Mhm.
The exploding part with the water was funny to me.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy that.
They shoulda knew that water was bad. The water has never worked.
And then it works, but there was no explanation why the water made people explode.
How's
It didn't
camera?
really matter to me because it's a dumb horror movie, but it was just funny. I mean, that's all. And
And last one?
the ending though was, that goes along with the water. She wins by because the only way to get out is by one of them getting sacrificed, and the rest of them can escape. But Clover finds out that it's the gas station guy is a research
Mhm.
scientist and he's running this experiment repeatedly. Why? Because it did in the game, evidently, I
Yeah.
guess.
He wants Wendigos.
Um, for some reason, his office has a drip, and that water is magically the same water she assumes from the other one. So while he's giving exposition on his elaborate reasons why he's doing it for a really long time, turning his back, of course, because that's what you
Yeah.
do when you
She
get
moves
like
this
skin trust.
drink into the drop
And
and then moves it back.
drop in it, and then she moves it back.
Mhm.
And
And then he
and
blows.
he explodes, which means he's the sacrifice and they escape
Mhm.
the water. But the water, the exploding kids were funny. It was funny.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what's your third point? Or did you
That was kinda my third. That was my third. Yeah. Yeah, that was my third. Because remember I had number 2 was Clover,
Yeah.
and number 3 was the water, and number 1 was something else.
Alright. So what's your score on this one then?
Oh, I'll give it a 2. I didn't play the video game. Um, I never even heard of the video game. I think it's after my time. So, I didn't have that baggage that a
Mm.
lot of people who are reviewing this came with it. It had a certain amount of charm because it was stolen from movies that were familiar, like, Cabin in the Woods,
Mhm.
Evil
It had a very
Dead.
Cabin in the Woods feel.
Yeah. And I like that. And I don't mind another movie, giving that feeling because at least they're trying and they're getting something that you like, unlike other movies like Violent Nature. Um,
Oh.
so I'll give it a 2. I mean, it still sucks. Don't get me wrong, still sucks. But there was enough. I mean, it was pretty.
Mm.
Some of the effects were interesting, even though they were pointless. The setting, it reminded me to a certain extent of, what's that? Silent Hill. The
Yeah.
Silent Hill, which is a way superior movie to this. Totally superior. But they definitely stole, the vibe and some of the looks to a certain extent from
Mm.
Silent Hill.
Love
Put
Silent
it in
Hill.
this. So yeah, 2 because of that. I don't come with the baggage, you know. So
Yeah.
what do you think? Like, give me
You
some
guys are gonna hate me because I just gave this score to another movie that I'm sure you all think
4?
are fantastic. 2.
Oh,
No, this is a 2. But I just gave a movie that everyone really, really, really likes a 2. So people are gonna be wondering what that's about.
I don't think that's a problem. Right there.
It's not a problem for me.
No problem.
But it wasn't horrible. I don't think it was the worst thing ever. I played the game. I thought there were a lot of goofy decisions that they made that he didn't need to do.
It should never been connected to the video games.
Yeah.
They clearly did. They had the right to
Yeah.
name,
It's just,
and they
Death
used it.
Groundhog's Day, my
Yeah.
Happy Death Day, all these kind of like time loop death things. It's fine.
Eh, yeah. I mean, it's better than a lot of the other horror movies that we've seen so far. That's not saying much, though. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not saying much.
Yeah. I'm gonna repeat this. The bar is low, guys. We should all think about raising it. But I think that's it for us.
Yeah, because we don't really have a lot. There's not a lot. If you want to watch it, watch it. But you're just watching them die repeatedly in grotesque ways. They don't figure anything out until the very final day when the only thing they figure out is, hey, let's run into the tunnel to see if we can get out. Because for some reason, they didn't do that for the prior 12 days.
Mm.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
So
So that's what the girl was doing in the beginning.
there's no
The sister.
mystery or anything here
Mm.
they didn't solve anything. They weren't Scooby doing anything.
No.
As a matter of fact, it was even the bad guy who's the one that came up and introduced him. So they would have
Mhm.
had, if he hadn't done that, they would have had no.
They would have no idea. Because he told them to go there.
Yeah. So yeah, no, we're pretty much done. There's not a lot here to this movie to talk about.
Yeah.
And I guess everybody else agrees, but they're more hateful to this than we are. And
Yeah.
because I give it a little bit of praise,
Hmm.
a little bit.
Yeah. But do you guys give it praise? Did you like it? Were there parts about it that you really hated like everyone else? And you can also let us know what we should watch instead. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Split screen.
Split screen.
Yeah.
But that's on this one. Yeah. Did you?
I'm curious. Is there anybody else that goes, anybody out there?
Like, who really liked it? If it was like, oh, I didn't waste my time fully.
We got it a fair. I mean, there's more than enough haters out there.
Yeah.
There has to be someone that said, yeah, no, this is a great movie.
Hmm.
I'm curious.
Maybe someone who never saw those other movies. So this was like their first time to Death Looping and they thought it was cool.
Really? They didn't see Happy Dead Day?
They may have not. Who knows? That's the weird part.
Groundhog Day with Bill Murray?
Yeah, exactly. They may have not. So that one person, let us know how you feel. Come find this video.
What if it's 2?
Oh, 2. Both of you.
3?
All 3 of you.
I'm sure there's
All 10.
more.
All right, guys.
Bye. I really don't have anything extra to say to this. I mean, this little session right here where we turn around, it's just going to be like a little bullshit session.
Yeah. That works for me.
Yeah. No, I did watch this like 1.5 times. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just so I could refresh myself. But it took me, because of the beginning, I did not like the beginning, because I didn't like any of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3 attempts to actually sit down and watch this because I kept falling asleep.
Yeah, seems correct.
And it's hard to believe I gave Weapons a 1 in this 2.
See, I told you.
But I didn't like it. I think I dislike Weapons just because of the praise that it's got.
That happens. The hype is really crazy for that. I don't get it.
Yeah. Why would... This is a better film than Weapons. I mean, argumentally, and it's not, because they're both bad movies.
Mm-hmm.
But Weapons doesn't have a lot going for it compared to this, which actually,
Yeah.
exploding
Yeah.
teenagers.
Because there was more than the slow buildup. They spent so much time trying to have us in suspense of something happening or learning something, and they didn't really give us a lot. Again, the movie starts at Marcus and two gay people getting murdered. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.